Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Alright, peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, I'm just doing a quick hit lesson here on the elders' hot topic, the Gentiles versus the Gentiles, because one thing you have to understand is that this book, it deals with history, it deals with prophecy, and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? For you to understand the Gentiles, first you gotta look up words, you gotta look up words, know what the words meant, and you have to understand the prophecies that were put on the children of Israel. Because this book, that's known as the Holy Bible, is only for the Israelites. It's for the holy people. Hence the phrase, or the Holy Bible is for the holy people. Period. You know what I'm saying? For the separate people. Okay. But yeah, like I say, you have to understand, prophecy, and to do that, you need to know a little bit of history. So I want to just start with this first verse here, just to kind of set the tone. And this is Revelations 19:10, and it reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." This verse, it comes out a lot. It's one of my personal favorite verses. And like with that word testimony, when you look it up, if I'm not mistaken, one of the definitions or synonyms is proof, or evidence. Okay? And that's what we do when we go into the scriptures. We provide proof. We provide the evidence. Matter of fact, scripture come to mind is to prove all things. So, that's what we're going to do here today, And then the other word, spirit, we say, it's a scripture that basically is John 6:63, matter of fact, for these words, are spirit. I'm just kind of paraphrasing, but you can look it up. And then prophecy means to say before. Okay? So, to put that in layman's terms, you could say basically the proof of Yahweh Shai is the words of things said before time. You know what I'm saying? And we have all the words that were said before time. You know what I'm saying? Before they came into fruition. Okay, so let's go to Acts. I'm gonna deal with Acts, just a few key verses here, because I did a word search. Dealing with the Gentiles, and actually dealing with that verse, Acts, which is Acts the 10th chapter. I believe it's the 7th verse. Hold on, let me get it right quick. Make sure it's Acts 10. Acts 10. Bear with me for a second. Okay, it's Acts 10 and 11. Okay, and I did a word search, for the word vessel in particular, and also the word or the words four corners. And we're gonna see we're gonna see who these words land on. Do they land on heathen? Because that's another thing. When you read the Bible, you have to understand there's two sets of Gentiles. You got our own people. You have Israelites, that were called Gentiles because they didn't adhere to, the law, statute, and commandments. They didn't keep the customs. And even over time, they started looking like the other nations. And then you also have, natural Gentiles, natural heathen. which are other nations, so-called, African, so-called, Chinese, Japanese on down, okay? And that's due to the prophecies, or the curses, rather, and which are prophecies, in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, because he said he would scatter us, throughout all the earth, if we did listen. And the fact remains, we did listen, so that's what happened. But anyway, I'm going to go to Acts 10 and 11, and it says, and saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners, and let down to the earth. All right, now you can pretty much read this whole chapter for yourself, but I just wanted to key in on this particular verse because, like I say, that word vessel. Matter of fact, when you look that up, the word vessel. Let's see, in the 11th verse. Hold on a second. Right. The word vessel is in the Greek is 4632, and it is skuos. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It's skuos, and one of the definitions, okay, that it says it can be used as a metaphor. And one of the definitions, it says a man of quality, okay, a chosen instrument. That kind of stood out to me, with that word vessel, and saying that it's a chosen instrument, because, we're all, vessels, instruments of the Most High, but it says here a chosen instrument. And, all the, if you've been in this book for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, you've been watching the elders, you should know who the chosen are. They're Israelites, you know what I'm saying, going back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, for you, we're a holy people. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, we're chosen. We're chosen people. We're separate people. But yeah, and also, matter of fact, when you go to I think it's Hosea, the 8th chapter, because when you look up that word vessel, you get a list of scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And another verse that stood out to me is Hosea, the 8th chapter, and I think it's the 8th verse. Yeah, it's Hosea 8 and 8, matter of fact. Okay, check this out. Now, it reads, Israel is swallowed up. Okay? Now shall they be among the Gentiles. Hey, you can just start right there. It says, Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles. Okay? Hey, that's why the disciples, they asked, or, spoke against among themselves about Yahweh Shai, because I think that's John 7 and 35. Excuse me, but it pretty much goes that, that they say, will he go amongst the dispersed, to teach the Gentiles, you know what I'm saying? The dispersed among the Gentiles. So, it's a differentiation. It's a difference there. You know what I'm saying? Again, going back to the curses in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, because it was said that if we don't listen, we're going to get scattered all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. It happened. But let me finish this up, though. It says, I'll start back from the top. Hosea 8 and 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Now, my previous chapter verse was, Acts 10 and 11, you know what I'm saying? And, it was talking about a vessel that descended, you know what I'm saying, at the four corners or whatever. So, who is that talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's talking about Israelites, that was scattered in other nations. That, like I said, over the course of time, some of them didn't even look like Israelites, nor did they know that they were Israelites because they were keeping customs, of the other nations, just like today, by you calling yourself a black person and, or African American or Negro or Puerto Rican, Mexican, you know what I'm saying? You're basically a heathen if you don't know that you're an Israelite. You're a heathen. Okay? So until you come back to the law, statutes, and commandments and repent and keep, and learn about your heritage, you know what I'm saying, and keep your customs and the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, you know what I'm saying, then the Most High, He don't see you. He don't see you. He not checking for you, So, I think that's pretty much the point that I was trying to, harp on there. You know what I'm saying? That vessel, okay? That vessel, that vessel was Israelites, scattered Israelites, okay? Also, I'm sorry, before I wrap this up, like I said, I also looked up four corners, okay? Four corners, when you do a word search, yet again, one of the verses that pop up is Revelations, the 7th chapter. And it doesn't land on heathen. And that's what I want to signify, that none of these words land on the heathen. They land on Israel. You know what I'm saying? They on the children of Israel. Because this is the children of Israel's book. You know what I'm saying? The holy book. It's for the holy people. I keep saying that. You know what I mean? Just because other nations may pick it up and read it, one, that don't mean they're going to understand. If they don't have the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, they're not going to understand it. It's not going to make sense to them. Okay? I.e., it's not for them. Period. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, this is Revelations. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, matter of fact, 701. All right, dealing with the four corners. And it reads, "And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of the Most High in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel." All right, and that's pretty much the point. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with the four corners, it's dealing with Israelites. When you're dealing with that word vessel, it's dealing with Israelites. You know what I'm saying? That they will be scattered, amongst the Gentiles. Okay, it's really not hard to understand. It's very easy. So, with that, I would say I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to the icon that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, Shalom.